we're gonna get red. We're gonna get red.
Yeah,
we're gonna get red because red. Everyone wants to be murdered out on the course like that. You know.
That's how you run, Pop. Welcome back, baby. Another 3 Pars and a Birdie podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode.
What number are we on?
I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's the third part, baby.
We're just doing the entrance. So
perfect timing.
That work.
Damn, you that
great.
I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all the whole time. You see, I had to send a message. I can hear you.
Oh, I couldn't. I could hear you, but you never came up on the screen, so I thought something was messed up. But hey, we're here, baby.
Cody,
we got Steve. After last week, Texas, Houston, big tournament there, especially for our boys here at the Club Challenge. But I think we kind of talked a little bit about that. I wanted to give you guys an update on the Club Challenge after last week's big performances out of some of the guys that were chosen. Big. And then, yeah, fuck off, Cody.
Huge.
And then,
huge.
The Golf League video that's coming along, so kind of give you guys an update on that. And then we have a question for you guys. But biggest thing, dude, is Masters is coming up. And that is real big in the golf world. You know, that's the biggest golf tournament. We ran about it. We crave it. I think I'm going to call off work that Friday.
Steve ordered a Masters kit. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
He's putting in some orders here. So I think we just you want to talk to the boys, talk to the people, Cody, and give them a little bit about the Texas Houston. Talk to them about that.
Oh yeah.
How that all went down. I mean, the course was obviously great and it was playing tough, I thought.
Yeah, it was actually. So they play at Memorial Park, just outside of Houston, about 5 miles outside of downtown Houston. It's a municipal course, which is awesome. It's one of, I think, maybe the only one or one of a few that they play on tour. That's really cool. So the next day after the PGA Tour players are playing, you know, you got regular people playing for, I think it was $38 or something crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great deal down there in Houston. Keep that going.
That's so great too when you can have a course that you can go and play right after the pros played it for fucking under $40.
Yeah, kids can watch it for $10.
On now. Yeah. Give me some of that. That's what we're talking about, baby. But continue.
Yeah, that was great. It plays long, though. It plays 7,500 yards. But the thing about the Houston Open in Memorial Park, the rough is like just, you know, a little bit shaggy fairway. It's totally fine. You can see every ball. They're not going to be lost. You might have some flyers coming out of the rough, but that's about it, you know, so you're not going to get much spin. So if you were a bomber, you know, that course really played a lot easier for you as long as you could kind of keep it in play for the most part. Wasn't too many hazards, but the Rorys, the Minwoo Lees, the Tony Finaus, the guys, you know, who could smoke it, the Toasties, they thrived there, and the score showed by the end. So good 4 days. Minwoo Lee jumped out to an early lead. And by day 4, we kind of thought he was going to run away with it a little bit, but started, I believe, with a 5-stroke lead on Sunday. And
very good shooting by the man, for sure.
Yeah, very good shooting. Came down to the wire. Scotty Scheffler put on his big boy pants on Sunday and came within 1. Gary Woodland played lights out. I mean, shout out to Gary Woodland. He hit, I think, one of the best shots of the whole tournament. That 6-iron on number 18. Over the tree, 200 yards.
Beautiful shot.
Like a foot.
What do you think?
Couldn't even see it.
What do you think? Bounce back year for Gary?
Yeah, bounce back. And honestly, I'm willing to say, depending on the amount of tournaments he plays, I'm willing to go on a limb and say he gets a dub.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think he gets one done. He's on a tear right now. There's a couple other golfers. I think I'd mentioned them in recent episodes, but Gary's definitely on a tear. He's been playing top 25 golf for the past month or two. So we'll see how he does. And like I said, if he plays some of the smaller tournaments, he's really, really going to have a chance, you know, compared to some of, obviously, the more packed fields. So how'd you like the tournament? Got a lot of viewers. You obviously were one of them, right?
Yeah, I think the viewership was up, 40% or 44%, I think, from last year, which, I mean, that's big numbers we're talking. Do you think that has anything to do with, you know, the field of players?
Yeah, I think the
league kind of being up there. Some of the
Scotty too. I mean, you had a packed field. I think last year was pretty packed too, but this year just seemed even more packed. And it might be because those big names like the JTs and Xanders and those who aren't playing in these tournaments also aren't playing that well. So we don't feel like we're missing oh my God, we're missing JT and he's already got 2 wins and that sucks. He doesn't though. I don't even know if he has the top 5. He might.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't feel like we're missing out on those best players. And the middle players that are playing great are at this tournament. So we feel like, oh man, we do have the good players.
Yeah.
We got the middle ones who are playing good and the top tier one, like Scotty and those other guys like that. Sung JM was up there, and yeah, there were a lot of good players. But Steve, how'd you feel about the tournament?
I liked it. That I wanted to make a note. I think I read or heard they cut that rough down to kind of simulate how Augusta plays to try to get more players to play it, which is why you might have saw more players playing it. It's a good run up, a good warm up for Augusta. They said that's why the course actually did that on purpose. I think to entice more people to play it, because you're either going to get weeks like either this week or next week where I assume all the names that played this week aren't playing this coming week because they're getting warmed up for the Masters, and then vice versa. You might not have got the big names this week, but you'll get them next week because a lot of people don't play either the week before or the week prior to that week also. But
yeah,
a little upset with Smalley. Rain, a lot of rain. I think it rained out. They had a delay there for a minute on Friday. So kind of upset about that with that miscut. But I like to see our boy Michael Kim made top 50 off of that.
Shout out to him for sure.
So I should have ran with him. I had like 4 names. I could have picked anybody but Smalley and made the cut. So I was reaching.
Yeah, but
I was reaching. I thought the Masters was this coming week. I was going to play it just right and then get my first pick, which I still don't even know if I want to take Scotty for that. But I think I might end up taking Scotty. But
everybody wants Scotty.
I mean, yeah, if you got the first pick, you better take Scotty, bro. That should be at least a guaranteed 2 points.
But I think also too, maybe those scores too, like at the Texas Houston there, like you had a lot of the newer players from like last year and this year and even like 2 years ago that were just playing outstanding. Akshay Bhatia, Michael Kim starting this year. I mean, playing excellent golf.
Oh yeah.
Alex Smalley, he's not a bad golfer. Taylor Pendra's been around now the last two years. He's been playing great golf. I think some of these names that are more towards the bottom of the list normally, and those really new golfers within the last 2 years are just playing some excellent golf. And it's been showcased within the last couple weeks.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, Sammy Valimaki tied the course record on Sunday as well. I mean, it's fun to see these middle guys really scoring well, and they're really putting the pressure down. I think I didn't know how I would like them tuning down the number of PGA Tour cards to 100 after this year. I think I criticized it actually, and I still stand by that. But I think that is revving up the engine of the middle players because now they're like, I'm 85. That was really secure when there was 150 cards. Now it's not so secure. So maybe it is making a big difference for those guys, or that's just the way I'm viewing it. But it does seem like those middle tier guys are playing. JJ Spahns are playing consecutively better. Oh, and consistently better. So
he missed the cut.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I mean, dude, he finished fucking T2 at the Players. I think that's pretty high.
I'd even say, like, he's not a newer golfer, but Steven Yeager, I think he's playing some phenomenal golf
great too. Harry Hall, I think he finished top 10 or top 15. Like, there's some golfers out there that are playing pretty well that aren't usually on anybody's radar for the most part. So that's been fun to see. So we'll see.
But then, and then also you could counteract it and also say maybe too, like some of the best players in the last couple of years, the Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland, Max Homas, these guys have been playing terrible golf lately. So maybe that's been bringing up the level that's been at the bottom.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both. I mean, Hovland had that one win, but had 3 missed cuts before that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. But it's been fun to watch the middle tier players, the international players. I think out of the 14 tournaments, 9 winners are international. So, okay, that's pretty interesting. We'll see how that goes. But that doesn't look too good for our Ryder Cup team.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But the tournament got pretty close there towards the end.
Yeah, Minwoo Lee.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Minwoo, he
yeah,
fucking
had to
won.
get done.
We'll cut the podcast here before we go
Cook it
any
up.
further.
Chef
No.
Chef Lee, Chef
Cody,
Lee,
you want
cook
to
it
take
up.
it? You want to take it from here? Talk a little bit about the winner.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have to use a wheel like Steve does. For our club challenge, even though sometimes the wheel does work for him. But for my pick, I picked Minwoo Lee, and he ended up getting the dub. Like I said, he had a 5-stroke lead going into the last day, so I was pretty confident. But those guys were roaring back. Rory, fucking Scotty, those guys were really trying to get it. And Minwoo almost fell off. He put one in the water on 16, which was crazy. Not even close. And then
Did he bogey 15?
Yeah, bogey
Too?
15.
I mean, he ended up
believe.
parring 16.
Parred 16. Yeah, 17 he parred and 18 he parred.
That bogey on 15, I said, oh man, this could actually hurt him a little bit. This might shake his tires,
Yeah,
send him off the road.
It was crazy. His drive on 18 went a little right into where the guys were walking around, and then he had, I believe, just a wedge in, sent it a little deep. A lot of people were criticizing him because his nickname is Dr. Chapinski for not chipping on that, third shot on hole 72. But I think he did the right thing, and obviously he did. He lag putted it up there about a foot, used aim point for that winning putt, and put it in. So I ended up getting 3 points with that. That was cool to pick the winner.
And Steve,
yeah.
Steve, your wheel is always working overtime. We know it puts in work, that wheel app of yours. Did your wheel play any factor or play any role in your pick this past week? Did you use it?
Yeah.
And who did you pick for the people?
4 guys. I took Alex Smalley. I didn't hate it. I wasn't in love with it. I mean, you had the 2 studs at the top that I thought were just going to run away with it, and they didn't. I mean, Scotty made a run, but I could have ran with Pendrith. I was leaning towards him. I didn't. Sometimes I actually will reach out and be like, hey, Alex, I'll give you 3 names. You just yell one, and then I'll go off of that, too.
Oh, so she's a helpful hand sometimes.
That's cool.
Well, she'll just throw out a name. She'll just say a name, and I'll be like, all right, I'm not taking that one. I don't know why I told you.
Throw that one.
It's more of just
garbage.
if she says the name I want her to say, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
You read my mind.
But I wanted to go a little deep on the poll. I mean, you had the 2 studs, and I just felt like I could pull one out pretty deep. Kind of upset I didn't just run with Pendrith like I wanted, but there was a couple names. I think everyone made the cut besides Smalley that I wanted, so it's whatever. I'm rolling right now. I was just getting ready to say I don't even think Cody does any research. I think he just looks at it, finds a name that he vibes with, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll go with Chef Minwoo like this week." And I'm like,
that is exactly
sure. Guys losing 2 strokes putting, and yeah, sure, go take them, whatever. And I'm like, I'm over here comparing guys on PJ Tour. I'm like, nah, I don't like that.
I did the same fucking thing. I did the same
I'm comparing data. I'm like, let me see course history. What's it playing? Let me do all this. And then I usually I can usually narrow it down to like at least 2 names. But this week, I mean, you had Scotty and Rory, so you just needed somebody to make the cut, and I couldn't even get that. I really thought I had it. The cut, I think, when it opened up was -1 and ended up being -3, and he missed it by 1. So
yep. It moved on you kind of quick there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate.
That's what it is. I'm looking to double up some points here coming up in a week, so I think I'm waiting on Tristan.
You're still close to the top there, though. I mean, you're not far behind, and I just lost the lead. So
yeah, well, we're tied, but
are we tied?
I have 8 points. Nick has 8 points. Steve has 5 points. Kyle has 5 points, and Tristan has a goose egg. Every time he comes back to life,
we're like
the
9
world just brings him back down.
You guys got 0 points. What if he comes back and like he hits all the majors or something? Like, what if he just doubles up on like 2 majors?
All he has to do is win 1 major, and he's back in. Like, it'd be 8, 6, 5. So we'll see. I took the lead.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I got confirmation. I wanted to say that Masters kit I got. I think I got 12 coasters, 6 cups, a stir jigger. What else did I get with it? Oh, and I got like a little, and it's all Augusta branded. I was like, oh, plastic cups. I'll pay $12 a cup for one of these. It says Augusta in it, you know. But oh yeah,
I
and then
feel
it
you
came
on
with
that.
like
I can't wait to drink out of it.
so like oh shit. Yeah, I was
Are we
thinking I
gonna
might
do a
take that.
live
I
stream?
actually got to go. I got a bunch of vacation days. Shit, I might take Thursday and Friday. We'll see.
yeah, no, I was thinking about taking Friday for sure. I have a bunch of time. And
Yeah,
Steve, I was
mine doesn't.
wondering, are you doing anything that Sundays of the Master?
That's next weekend. My calendar's on the phone I'm using, so I can't check just yet. But probably watching it.
But yeah, I was thinking maybe Cody and I swing over there and at least watch like the last hour.
Yeah.
And then I can put my
Yeah, I
camera
want
up
to
in the
do it.
basement and we can film the last like 40 minutes of it and then I'll post that on YouTube since we can't live stream.
Well, what I was doing too is in my basement. You can on that Masters app, you can sling one to a TV and watch like certain groups
Yeah.
or certain holes or whatever it is, and then on the big screen you could do like the live broadcast. So
Yeah.
you can do all that shit. And then, did you guys see their new app? You can track every shot on the range.
Yep.
I'm about to be watching
I love it.
everyone's range games. I'm just gonna be like rewatching range shots. Like, yeah, that's me. I'm finding a swing today, baby.
Yeah. It's cool too because now that we hit off the simulator, we know our stats a little bit. So when they're hitting a ball speed or something, we can go, oh, okay, well, I know what mine is. So now I can kind of compare as
Yeah.
opposed to just seeing the numbers before and not really having a reference.
I kind of do that. After doing the simulator league and then watching these past couple tournaments, I'm like, bro, he's like 50 miles an hour faster than me. How the fuck is that happening? You know, this is
Incredible.
outrageous.
Yeah.
He doesn't
crazy.
even look like he swings hard. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, Minwoo Lee hit 194 just repetitively on Sunday for his driver speed. And I usually am in like the 130 to 140 range. Nick's
think I
usually
gave
in the
up-
150 to 160.
I think
range.
164 is like
Yeah.
one of my highest.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
usually
geez.
150 to 160. Steve's usually 140 to 150. So yeah, that's
Not
a
a big
reference.
deal.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good.
What did
So-
you do?
Crush that
Grab a beer? You got a cooler down there?
I wish. Actually, right before you guys called me, I was talking to a sales guy in the other building. I'm like, dude, you guys got any more brewskis up there? Like, if I'm gonna be here for like another hour, you know, I wouldn't mind sipping on one. But he's like, nah, we killed them all. Last beer 30. I'm like, fuck.
It's that Perez move.
That's great.
Yeah. So no, I'm getting ready to fucking pack up and get the hell out of here. I got done what I wanted to at least. So
Nice.
end of the month.
For sure, man.
Good shit.
For sure.
What else we got over?
Nothing. I just want to tell Steve I got getting closer, getting almost done with the golf league video. It's about halfway
Oh, yeah.
through. There's a bunch of good clips in there. Spicy stuff.
I'm sure there is.
there's,
Oh yeah.
there's some good interactions too, so I can't wait for you
Could've
guys to
came
see it.
the one week we fucking had 3 birdies in a row, and each hole I was living and dying with each chip.
To start, dude. To start.
I'm
It
still
was fucking wild.
I'm so salty about that chip on the scramble that we had too. That should have been
Yeah.
such an easy chip.
It was what, like 39 yards or something? It was a little bit further than your normal length.
Yeah, 38, and I was afraid of fucking pile driving one over it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready to
Well-
get out and actually start swinging, bro. Like I'm ready to.
I know.
You look like you're ready to leave work like right now. Did you just shut down the computer?
No, I never shut it off. I just restart every morning. But I know I closed the laptop and then locked this one and closed up everything. I gotta close the window to set the alarms and
Yeah.
shit.
We're supposed to play on Saturday, but I don't think that's going to be happening.
Oh yeah, I forgot to look at that. Yeah, it didn't look spicy by any means.
No.
Oh, my dad's going up to the cabin this weekend.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
And I think I'm going up with Cooley to check on his cabin. He said he needs help, so.
I was gonna say you talked to Cooley, let him know he might end up having to stay the night at the cabin because he doesn't have gas at his place.
Oh, so he might need to stay. Okay.
At the cabin too. But if your dad's going up, that works out good, even better for because I mean, it didn't look as bad by the cabin as it did in Gaylord, but
Yeah, you just never know. Being in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere with
Yeah,
trees
yeah.
all around you.
Yeah.
I mean, those trees get heavy with ice, man, and some wind comes by, it just kind of pulls them over, and they start leaning
yeah,
on each other. There's a couple too by the cabin that are, have some lean. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like that he's going up there and checking it out anyway.
Do we have a camera in the cabin at all, or like a ring camera
no,
or
and that's what I
anything?
mentioned to my mom. I was like, not even in the cabin. It was more of like because everything should run off the generator, but I was like, if we put like a camera just facing out of the bay window to see outside, and then you could see if the power was still on, because ideally the generator should be running, but I don't know exactly what that runs.
Right.
Yeah,
But that's what I
and
was
they
like, oh, I get a fucking camera up there somewhere, but
yeah, that would be nice. Or at least you could have one looking at the camera or at the cabin somehow. That'd be cool.
Right. Yeah, on the shed. Or
Kind
something.
of
I
on the
mean, you can
shed.
do it. I forgot. There's a couple different, either the Ring doors or the Ring apps, or guy at work's got one. I forgot what it's called that he has at his house that you can set up and do that just to see
Yeah,
it. But
there's a couple different companies.
I would have
Fuck
went
yeah.
up, but I got commitments Sunday. I gotta go to, so I couldn't go up.
Yeah, I have to be back Sunday too, so I told Cooley I can only go Friday and come back Saturday. So we'll see. We might have to go up there. I'm not sure.
Hey,
So, yeah,
what's your biggest goal for golf for 2025?
I just want to sit around the 80s, man. I just if I can sit around the 80s, not put up big numbers. I'm tired of big numbers. Just I got a feeling my chipping should be a little bit better. I've been having some good dreams.
Is 80s meaning like is that like high 80s you just want, or do you want
I
you got a
just
number?
somewhere in the 80s. If I get done and it's 88, it's 88. If I get done, it's 82. That's a spicy 82. I just want
Then
to,
you're
I
feeling
want to give
yourself.
myself a chance. I mean, bogey golf's a 90, so I throw a couple parskis in there and drop her down a couple. No 3 putts, no 4 putts. Uh, I want to make, because I feel like back when I was playing somewhat decent, I made every shot like not, I guess, count, but I advanced the ball in the right direction, kept it in play. No stupid
That's
shit.
usually
So
how you play good golf.
Do you feel like you lose the ball often right now?
no, right now, well, that's the thing. We've been playing the old semis, and I've been hitting them somewhat decent, but I want to hit decent drives in play, hit them next to the green, if not on. Like last year, what pissed me off was I'd have like 120-yard shot and couldn't hit the green. Just middle of the fairway, couldn't hit the green. Just
Yeah,
no matter
you
what I
got to be
tried.
able to hit. You got to be able to
At
put
least
that ball on the
one
green.
out of three. Something. 1 out of 2.
Like, and it's like, oh look, I'm pin high, 30 yards right. Oh look, I hooked it, fucking 20 yards left, and I'm always pin high. And it's like, dude, all you got to do is put it on the green 2 putt, and you're out of there.
And that's a shot you should have in your bag, dude. You've been
Yeah.
golfing long enough. That's a feel shot.
Yeah.
That's something you should have in
Yeah.
your bag. You're just losing confidence, I feel like, when you're hitting bad shots
So
like that. I mean, that's one you
I
can do.
I think that'll come around because I got a feeling between hitting them. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, boys. Couple weeks, we're gonna see.
Yeah.
We have some big trips
I've
coming up
been
too.
scoping out the Forest Dunes website. Arcadia's been dropping some bomb out there. I'm
Looking
like,
good.
shit.
Looking good.
Yeah.
But-
Hopefully we get good weather.
Cody, what about you?
No,
Big goal for golf in 2025.
Big goal for golf. I mean, scoring wise, I would like to shoot like around a 95. That would be ideal, between 90 and 95. That's I want to stick more par threes. I did it the last round I played. I stuck both par threes on the 9 holes, which doesn't happen often. And I've been able to do that a lot more lately. I did it with you when we played. So my iron play has been a lot better, especially like short irons, like 8, 9 pitching wedge, sand wedge. So I hit the green on 9 with you when we both went right too in the other fairway. So I've been able to hit my irons a lot better in wedges. So if I can stick greens, and walk up to par threes and be competitive. That's my goal. So, and I think I can achieve that one. I think that one's achievable. So yeah, par threes, really sticking some greens. Get
I like
green and reg, 50% par threes.
I like it. I like that.
I'd be pumped.
Steve's cold,
Yeah.
but I like those. Those are good. Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
Ready to go, baby. I'm ready to hit the road
Yeah.
over here.
Nice.
Yeah, we got next,
Uh,
and then we'll wrap up.
Biggest thing I want to say is probably averaging a 300-yard drive, but
Okay.
like being able to hit a lot of fairways while doing so.
Okay.
I don't want to give up the furs,
Yeah.
So if I can do that, I'm pretty close to 300s now. Like I can average probably about 280, I'd say right now, 275, 280. I think I got a little bit more in me, and I think I've been able to flex, have a little bit more mobility in my swing and working out and stuff, doing a little bit more of, flexibility workouts and things
Okay.
like that. So I think it's been helping. So that's one, and then the other one is to probably try and get my average down to like a 75, for
75.
18.
And it's at what, like a 78 to 80 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want it between like a 75.
So if I can get that, if I can do that, work on those two things, I think, those are major. And also a big thing too is like if I'm going to shoot low, making like those 4-foot putts, dude, for par.
You gotta watch out. If you give Nick a couple little 4-foot benders, those usually get in his head. Yeah. I don't want to get shinnied out there today, but I've seen Nick. I've seen Nick with a couple 4-foot benders. I can't wait. I hope at one of the courses, either Forest Dunes or Arcadia, somebody gets shinnied left and right. Nah, it ain't gonna be me. My putting's usually not the worst part. The problem is it takes me 4 or 5 times to get there. Somebody left the roof door open. I gotta close the roof. Fucking bitches. Gonna be up in the steps. We gotta. Can't even get by this. Jesus.